Hey, what's up, everyone? Welcome to another Strange Collectors episode 2. I am your host, Cinco, and as always, I have Diego, the Stranger Things collector. How you doing, Diego?
I'm great. How are you?
I'm doing wonderful, man. Super hyped. Well, I think both of us are because we finally got season 4 of Stranger Things.
Oh, I know
So,
and I've just been rewatching obsessively since the first episode dropped.
how many times have you watched?
I believe I'm on my sixth rewatch.
That's pretty good. Yeah, I've watched it 2 times through, but my parents were still finishing up and we were popping over at their house and I watched like episode, I think 5, and then episode maybe 7 and yeah, 7, episode 7. Yep.
Yeah, it's easy to get caught up into it and just not want to stop.
Yeah.
And but
Absolutely. It's such a great volume and I don't know about you. I've loved it so far. Can't wait till July 1st. What have you liked about this show for the season 4 so far?
I think the twists and turns that this has made that I never even dreamed of. I mean, the one that comes to mind is the twist at the end of episode 7 with
Oh yeah.
Vecna and Number One and Henry Creel.
Oh man, so perfectly laid out. And then you makes me want to watch it all over. Is there other Easter eggs that we missed throughout the whole series? That's what I'm looking forward to watching it all again for like the hundredth time. But yeah, I think what I loved about Volume One so far is that when they add characters, sometimes they can get a little too crowded, but still at this point, it feels like every character serves a purpose.
Yeah, when they first announced the casting for season 4, I was just rolling my eyes, and it's like, how are we going to fit all of these
Yeah.
people in? And every one of them has just been a key character. I mean, you hate the ones you're supposed to hate.
Yep.
In some cases, I've loved the ones I expected to hate.
Yeah, right. In their own ways, for sure.
I thought
Um,
Eddie for sure was going to be a bad guy, but he's awesome.
yeah, Eddie's definitely one of my favorites. He's great. I'm excited to see what happens in Volume Two shortly. Of course, there's going to be that epic guitar solo or whatever he's going to be doing in the Upside Down. Got it. A lot of theories about that. And again, this is not a Stranger Things show, podcast, or video cast. We are all about collecting Stranger Things items and art and everything in between. But of course, it's a new season, so we're excited. We want to talk about it a little bit. So we won't go too far into the recap of the episode so far, but I thought one thing we should talk about predictions. So since we got Volume 2 coming up, the one thing that I can't stop thinking about is who is not going to make it out alive.
That is exactly what I've been thinking about. And the more I think about it, the more I feel like there's nobody that's safe.
Right.
I mean, I can imagine scenarios where any one of the characters could go, or even multiple. The Duffers said it was going to be a Game of Thrones season, which just terrifies me.
Well, yeah, and I was trying to figure out what they meant by that because we all know Game of Thrones. If you haven't seen it by now, yeah, you're probably the last one on the earth that hasn't seen it. But yeah, they kill off their favorite characters. You
Yeah,
don't get comfortable.
yeah. I mean, the lead actor for the first season of Game of Thrones was killed in like the fourth or fifth episode, and they just
Right.
kept doing that.
Like,
You'd
what are you
love,
doing?
you'd fall in love with a character, and then the next thing you know, they're gone.
Yeah. So and then also, I mean, I heard the Duffers talk about Vecna, the artist or the artists that created Vecna, and the concept is actually the same people that worked with Game of Thrones with I believe, the White Walkers.
No, I would believe that.
Yeah.
The talent they have in that makeup and special effects department is just
Yeah.
incredible.
So again, I agree with you, but if I'm going to narrow down who I think is not going to make it, man, I just don't see them breaking up the core kids. I just don't see that yet, even though that would break my heart. Um, but if it does happen, it has to be such a sacrificial death, so epic that it's legendary.
Yeah.
And if that happens, I think out of the core kids, if they were going to, I would say Lucas, maybe Lucas.
I thought about that, and I've thought about several of the others, and weirdly enough, the one that comes to mind for me is Mike.
Oh.
And I'm not sure why I say that, but I think one of the things that kind of got me to wondering about it in the first place was the scene in one of the trailers, the part 2 trailers that we've got, where Noah and Will and Jonathan are hugging,
right.
and I could see Will being upset because something had happened to Mike.
Yeah, man, I can see that too, which would also fuel 11's need to be even more powerful and to save the day or whatever the case may be. Yeah. Wow. Yeah, I could see that. I could totally see that. I don't know if they would kill Steve off, but I know the internet will probably explode if that happens.
I kind of believe they won't. And I think part of that is because Sean Levy is such an incredible fan of Steve.
Right.
And he said himself, if they kill Steve, I'm walking out.
There you go. Yeah, we need him. We have a season 5 still, so we need him.
Yeah, I'm afraid that Eddie might not make it too. I hope he's a longer term character, but I kind of feel like they've built him up, or he's built himself up to be this cowardly guy. When the going gets tough, I run. And I think at the end, he will not run. And if he goes down, he'll go down a hero.
Absolutely. Well, who knows, man? Whoever is, no one's safe. So I agree with you, Diego. But like we said, this is definitely not time to recap all the episodes, but we want to talk about it. We're super excited. I mean, we're Stranger Things collectors, though. Obviously, we watch the show and we talk about the show and obsess about the show as well. But again, July 1st can't come soon enough. Just right around the corner.
It's getting close. It's a little over a week now.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, cool. So with that being said, we're going to go ahead and go into our next segment here and talk about new merch, because that's what we're all about. We're about collecting Stranger Things items, and Diego and I, we do like to collect, and we definitely have a lot of new mail calls, a lot of pre-order lists. Oh my gosh, it keeps on growing by the day. Is there any new merch that you're excited about, Diego?
I know that it's going to be a while before it comes out, but I'm really looking forward to the next characters in the 3-0 line, Dustin and 11.
Yes, Dustin 11. Yeah, I have those pre-ordered. I think Big Bad Toy Store. I think I got them.
So. Yeah, it could be 2024 before we get them. But and the other thing I'm really hoping for, and I have no news on whether it's coming or not, is I would love to see another wave of Funkos, and we need to get Murray some love.
Is it some kind of licensing agreement that his agent says you cannot?
I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know.
I mean, Winona Ryder was notoriously difficult to license for. She doesn't, with the top sketch card artists couldn't even do drawings of her because they couldn't license it. But even she's got a couple of Funko Pops. So.
Oh yeah.
But
yeah, Funko, if you're listening, we need a Murray Pop.
Yeah,
definitely.
We need Murray.
Yes, exactly. Yeah, there's a couple too. The Weta's mini epic figures. I know those look amazing. They just went ahead and released 2 new pre-ordered figures, Vecna and season 4 11. They look spot on. They're gonna be nice.
Yeah, I can't wait to start seeing those. I just don't know when it will be. I know we've both had those original 2 figures on pre-order for months.
Yep. And then I think they added the 4 main characters, Mike. They have Lucas, Will, and Dustin, and then Vecna and the new 11 as well too, and the old 11. I think from season 1, I believe too as well. And a Demogorgon.
Yeah, and the first 2 were 11 and Demogorgon.
There you go. Yeah. Good memory. And have you heard the rumor? I saw this online. I don't remember where I saw it, but talking about Ninja Turtles and a mashup between the Ninja Turtles and Stranger Things line coming out as some kind of toy line figure. Have you heard that?
I haven't heard that, but that would be killer.
Yeah, I can't remember where I saw that, but I did see that pop up. I don't know if it was Instagram or something like that. Someone was talking about an article where maybe it was through our own Stranger Things Facebook page. I think someone maybe posted a rumor,
It might have
a
been.
possibility. But yeah. Yeah, that's a lot. Anything else that you're super excited about? Or maybe we can go into stuff that you've got. What kind of mail calls have you gotten recently?
Yeah, there have been many mail calls recently.
Nice.
If I don't get a few packages every day, I feel like that there's something wrong. I just kind of feel
You
empty
felt,
inside.
give me back your collector's card.
I've gotten a couple of backpacks naturally.
Actually,
The Garbage Pail Kids figures came in, but my
I know.
big mail arrivals in the last couple of days were a couple of pieces of art that I commissioned. Next weekend is Fan Expo Denver, and I'm going to that, and Sean Astin's going to be there. And I wanted something cool and unique for him to sign, so I commissioned Angel Aviles to do a custom sketch card for me. And this was back in February, and even then he wasn't sure he would be able to get it in time. So I decided to hedge my bet, and I also commissioned a second artist to do a painting. And both of those have arrived within just the last few days. This is Bob knew this is a sketch card. That figure is 2.5 inches tall.
The detail, he's amazing. One of the best.
Yeah, Angel is just completely off the rails when it comes to those miniature characters. And the second one is this painting by Steve Alce, and it is also Bob.
Yeah.
And I believe this is acrylic on hardboard.
Yeah, that looks beautiful.
And it's just, I am just completely in love with both of those pieces.
Yeah, that's gonna be awesome. Be able to hang out with Sean and get him signed.
Yeah, I can't wait. Just over a week now. Be a week from Saturday.
Yeah, they'll be here before you know it. Let's see. Oh, well, my mail call, everyone probably knows by now if you watch this channel, I did a unboxing of Eddie Munson's BC Rich guitar, which cracked me up a little bit. You know, the comment section, because I knew when you post a guitar video out into the world, I'm a guitarist. I understand. We all have our opinions about guitars and, what type of features they have and all that stuff. Trust me, y'all. I used to be endorsed by Gibson, Fender, PRS. So I do know guitars. And the reason why I bought that guitar was definitely because it's Stranger Things. I'm not even playing it. It is wall art. I'm actually crafting a box for it right now. Basically a wall art box for it, a shadow box. I'm going to line it with LED lights, got a plaque and stuff. So I'm super stoked. I think it's cool. Yeah. So all you guitar people, I totally hear you. I agree with you. Some of the specs maybe could add some extra TLC to them, but that is definitely not the reason why I got it. It's all because of Stranger Things. The second mail call that I told Diego I got is the sign behind me. I wanted a LED sign for my collector's room. So I got a custom made from a company out in Turkey on Etsy. I found them and they did a great job. And their name of the company's escaping me right now. I have to find that detail, maybe put in the liner notes, but they were great at communication. They went ahead and I sent them the design. They sent me a brief, like a quick little sketch of what it would look like, told me all the dimensions, make sure it looked right. And then when they got it done, they showed me a picture of it, turned on and say, okay, we're about to ship it. Does it look good? You see anything you want to change or modify? I was like, nope, send it home to me. And then I got it and great. And they packaged it in its own little crate and everything. So kudos to that company. I love supporting small businesses anytime I can as well, especially with our collecting. So I did that. And I have to say this, Diego, you came through. my buddy Diego. If you remember from the last episode, we talked about a figure that was close to Diego's heart, his original Grell, Wasim's 11 figure. Well, guess what, Diego? Wasim was kind enough because you reached out to him and he made me my own figure.
That's awesome.
Yeah. So I'm not sure. I didn't talk about the mold, but I do got a certificate that he said it's a 1 of 1. So it might be a new one. I looked at the old video that you had. Your base is square. This is a mirrored gold mirrored.
I just noticed that. Yeah. Yeah. Mine is black square
All right.
base.
So yeah, I even told him, I go, hey, Wasim, I wrote to him and said, if you ever get an inkling to go ahead and do another figure, a Strange Things figure, Diego and I are going to be first in line, but maybe a Vecna in your style would be super rad.
That would be incredible. Having Vecna and 11 together.
Yeah.
And in addition to being a great artist, he's just such a nice guy. Just really friendly, really personable. And he bends over backwards for people.
Yeah. So thank you again, Diego, for again when I first saw you got that, and I had many conversations with you about this figure and how hard you went through to get it. Thanks again for reaching out to him, and I'm glad he was able to create another one for me.
I am too. Yeah.
Awesome, man. Well, cool. Well, that brings us to the final part of it. What we like to do is showcase. We kind of been showcasing some of our collections so far, but we want to kind of showcase on some things that maybe are extra special in our collection, or we just want to highlight some things that and talk about the story of how we got these certain pieces in our collection. Do you want me to go first, Diego? And then I think I should go first, because definitely what you have, and it's definitely something to wait to see. All right. So I believe in New York Comic Con, there are these bootleg figures made. I think they're called Special Ed Toys, I believe. And they come out with these different card back figures. I don't know if you can see them. This one's like an invisible 11 or X-ray version 11, upside down version. I also got this one with 11, super bloodied, but with a Demogorgon head. It's pretty cool. And it has some cool artwork in the back as well. Collectors too. There is also another one that I haven't got yet. It's just this plain yellow card, stock 1, 2 as well, of 11 in the regular season 1 outfit. I believe you have that, right, Diego?
I do have that one.
Yeah. And then we saw, searching online because we thought they were so cool, I want to collect that one. But there's also a rumor that they made a Where is Bob based on like What About Bob, that old movie. There is also a Barb character out there swimming in the realm. So we're definitely looking for that. So if anyone comes across it, let us know, because that's something we're looking to collect as well.
Yeah, absolutely. That one's kind of a grail. Other than that one photo I saw, I've heard no mention of it at all. I haven't found anything online referencing it except for that one photo.
Absolutely. All right, so that's cool. This is a New York Comic Con exclusive. They're awesome. Addition to my collection, but for the moment, let's go ahead and show what Diego has in store for today, because this is what you're all waiting for. The Stranger Things collector. What do you got for us, bud?
So a little backstory here. Probably 6 or 8 months ago, I was trying to identify a prop. And as a matter of fact, I can show you the very prop that I was trying to identify. That little box there of cards or whatever that is. And nobody that I knew could figure it out. I talked to Sean Astin. He didn't know what it was. I've had a lot of people looking for it, trying to figure it out, and nobody could. And somebody suggested to me that I get a hold of somebody in the prop department from Stranger Things. And I did, and I found one of the props people on Stranger Things and sent them a message on Instagram. And I didn't hear anything back, which didn't really surprise me. But then a few months later, I get a message from them. And they're saying that they're getting out of the propping business. And would I like to see some of the Stranger Things stuff that they have hoarded over the last couple of years or couple of seasons? And of course, I'm like, well, yeah, please.
Here's
And
my wallet, take it.
yeah, and that was practically the case. I practically bankrupted myself. But one of the things that I got were two of the original crayon drawings of the maps, the map of Hawkins that Will did.
Season 2, look at that.
This is one of them that was hanging on the wall, and
amazing.
then on the back, there's actually a photograph of it and where it was placed on the wall. And
that's cool.
And it is signed by the prop master from Stranger Things for season 1 and 2. And then I have the second one, which is the same thing.
Dude, that is amazing.
So yeah,
you get all the cool stuff, man. I'm so jealous. I love it.
Yeah, and that's why I won't be retiring until I'm 97 years old. But
right?
Yes, I am out of control when it comes to that. I can't say no.
I mean, these are epic pieces that you're getting. I know some other pieces that you have too, and that I'm sure you're going to showcase.
Yeah, I will be showcasing
as we move along the road.
Yeah, some really crazy stuff as we go along. But
I was gonna say, if you love that, just you wait. Awesome, man. Well, that's about going to do it for the Strange Collectors episode 2. Again, my name is Cinco, and we got Diego here, the Stranger Things collector. You will see us from time to time doing some unboxing videos that Diego has added me to his channel to do some from time to time as well. But again, continue to subscribe, share to your friends. We love to hear about your collecting journey as well. Share some stuff that you've been collecting as Stranger Things or non-Stranger Things. We're cool with that. We're just collectors. We like to enjoy everyone else's collection as well. But other than that, you can find us on our socials. I know you can find me on Cinco Things on Instagram, or you can go to my website where I host all my collection as well at cincothings.com. Diego, anything else to plug for yourself?
You can find me on Instagram. I am Stranger Things Collector, oddly enough. And of course, right here on my YouTube channel these are my 2 primary presences. And
awesome,
yeah,
Diego.
you can reach me at any of those.
All right. Well, until next time, happy watching Volume 2. We'll see if our predictions come true, and then we'll see you the next time. See ya.
Thanks, everybody. Bye now.